Hey there, Zaniacs. It's your gal, Zany Janie. I had a friend ask me the other day about adding borders around your videos, like the one you see here. Now, he did hear I guess that's a rumor, actually, that adding a border around your video can save you from copyright infringement. Which, it may help at first, but it's not a plan that's going to keep you safe forever. I looked it up, and it says it seems you need to plan on YouTube discovering it at some point, and you need to formulate a plan that takes that into account. But, I went through my computer and figured out how to add a border onto a video, as you see. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Because, it might be fun eventually for me. But, show him how to do this as well. Because I think he's wanting to put some borders on. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my tutorial on how I go through and make a border for a video. So, let's go. The very first step after creating your video and downloading it to your desktop is to create the border. And that's what I'm going to show you first and foremost. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into that. In order to create your border, you're going to go back to the same system that I showed you for creating thumbnails for your videos. Now, I'm still going to be using Pixlr Editor, Pixlr, and the cooltext.com, which is an excellent system to get some free PNG text that you don't need to remove any background stuff from. But we're going to go ahead and click on the Pixlr editor here. The Pixlr Express is not what you need. Make sure it's the Pixlr editor. So we're going to launch this. Okay, now we're going to create a new image, and it's going to be the exact same size as the thumbnail. So we're going to go 1280 by 720, and we're going to make it transparent. This, unlike the thumbnails, transparent is key in creating a border, because you're going to need a space to fit your video in that border. Okay. Let me just move things around here. Okay, so first thing first, this layer 0, you're going to do absolutely nothing with it. Cool beans. Now layer, we're going to click layer, and we're going to add a new layer on top of layer 0. That way we can delete a portion of the inner picture to add the video later, and I will show you this. Okay, so you can either open an image to use, or you can do a gradient, or another option, you can grab your paint bucket, pick a color, and go with one straight color. That also works. But what I'm going to do, I'll show you how to use the gradient, because I'm pretty sure you know how to insert a graphic into this, and I'm pretty sure you know how to use the paint bucket. So I'm going to show you the gradient. I am going to select, let's see, what's a good one here? I'll just stick with the rainbow, I guess. Rainbows are pretty. Okay, now that you have the gradient you want selected, you can have linear or radial. Now, linear, you drag from one point to the other and let go. There you go. Undo. Now for radial, we're going to click radial and just drag a little bit inside. See how we've got circles here? How gorgeous is that? Okay, I'm going to use this one because it's really pretty. It reminds me of those jawbreakers, that really big ones that you had to, I don't know, you had to lick at those things for, jeez, half a year before they were gone. Anyway, okay, so now that we have that completed, we're going to go up here to this section where you see the dotted square, and we're going to go a little bit inside. Okay, a little bit inside. You know, we're going to leave some of the border there, and we're just going to drag it down. Try to make it as even as possible, and let go. Now, the fun part, delete. Just hit your delete button. Sweet, you got a border. Alright. Now, for the fun stuff. You remember my cooltext.com that I showed you the last time for thumbnails. You can create any freaking anything that you can, well, maybe not anything you can think of, but there's so much here that you can select from. And you know, if you can't find it here, what you want, I'm sure there's other sites out there that have what you are looking for. But I already have text created, but I wanted to re-emphasize on this site. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to close that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open image. And where is my stuff? Downloads. We'll drag my name in there. I'll select all. See a PNG. That means it's got that no zero background there. Copy it and close that image. We're not going to save anything because we didn't do anything. Okay, so now we're going to paste and free transform. And for this one, I'm just going to move it to the top. Just to make it simple. You can put it anywhere you want. You know, I'm not showing you where to put your stuff. I'm just going to stick it right here in the middle at the top. Awesome. Now, let's get something in there to help your video. Thanks for viewing. Please like and subscribe. Awesome. Thumbs up. Yeah, yeah. Edit. Uh-oh. Whoops. Edit. Select all. You must do that before copying. Copy. Close that because we don't need it anymore. And we're going to paste that in. And this is definitely needing a free transform. So we're just going to, size it down a bit. And stick it here at the bottom. That looks like a good spot. Okay, now the fun little stuff. Now, there are so many PNGs out there that you can use that have zero background to them. You just take the image like a sticker and just stick it on there. It's awesome. I, hands down, live by PNGs. I am honestly telling you guys it's going to make your life 100 million times easier. So I've got a PNG that I'm going to be working with here. So we're going to open the image, go to my desktop, and I've got this cute little kitty that I'm going to use. He looks like he's having fun showing off my stuff. Yeah, nice blue eyes that match mine. Okay, we're going to select all and copy this little guy. And close that because we no longer need him. Okay, so paste. And, okay, we're going to paste him again. Twice. For this one. You can use however many images you want to stick around your border. And you can make it look like a freaking bejeweled photo holder for all I care. It's up to you. Okay, so we have our two kitties. I'm going to free transform one over here. I'm going to grab the other, oh, yes, apply the changes. I'm going to grab the other one and free transform him over here. Okay, now we need to resize them, and for me, I'm going to stick them in the corners with their arms stretched out to the thanks for viewing, please like and subscribe, because that's just awesome for me. Yes, I'm going to apply the changes. Okay, so with this layer over here, he is facing the incorrect way. So for the layer, we're going to click layer, and we're going to flip him horizontal. Yep, so there we go. Okay, so we're going to edit. Oh, hang on. Where'd it go? Ah, pre-transform. Wow, brain fart. Sorry about that. We're going to just resize him, shrink him down a little bit. That way he doesn't take up too much of your video. And we're going to stick him in the corner. And we're going to grab the other and we're going to resize him, do the same thing. And shrink him down. I'd like to make sure they're about the same size. Just stick him in the corner. I'm going to probably, okay, yeah. Okay, they're about on the same wavelength. You know, if you want to get super picky about it, that's up to you on how you line up your little characters or baubles or whatever you put on here. I'm going to go back to this text right here and I'm going to free transform it once again. And I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit. That way there's not too much space between each cat's hand and my words. Okay, so yes, I'm going to apply the changes. Now, one thing that I did do in my very first border that you saw at the beginning of this video was I added an extra little border within the border, if you know what I mean. So what I'm going to do for that is, where is it? We're going to click this little shaped thing right here, the drawing tool. And we're going to have a rectangle, the very first one that's already selected. And we're going to unclick the fill shape. And you need to change your border size because one is extremely thin. We'll go with 6. We'll do border size 6. We're just going to make a big rectangle around the outer border. Line it up really nice. And then we're going to do another one for the inner. Real nice. Oh. I'm going to have to free transform that one just a little. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to redraw because we missed just a little bit over here. Sometimes that happens, you know, sometimes you get lucky and draw the border right, because see at the very top of this outer border, it's really thin up at the top. I'm not going to be super picky about it right now. I'm just showing you guys how to do this. Okay, so we're going, okay, we got the border size 6, fill shape, none. I'm just using a basic black. You can pick whichever color you want. It's a very nice color selection here. So I'm going to click and drag. Go from this corner to this corner and then down. Oop. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay. See my name up at the top? We need to transform that a little bit better. I should have added the black border first, but you know, hey, none of us are perfect, right? Alright, so I'm going to free transform that. Edit. Yeah, resize a little bit. Yeah, you can see all of my name. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now, a crucial step. Now that you have the border the way you want it, which is, this is probably not what you want, but you know, you're going to be making your own here. So I'm going to File and Save. You can name it whatever you want. Awesome border. Now, you're going to click this little down arrow right here, and you're going to save it as a PNG. That way, you see how the middle changed? That's going to be transparent. That's where you're going to put your video. That's what you want. Okay, so we're going to save this to the desktop. Well, that's where I save all the stuff I'm working with anyway. You can save it wherever you want. I'm not going to dictate that for you. But to the desktop, this one goes. Now we have our image saved. Now that you have your brand new border the way you want it, I'm going to show you step by step how to combine your border with your video. After that, it's game on. Okay, so now it's time to piece together your video and your border. Okay, what we're first going to do, I see active presenter here. What I'm going to be using this. It is a absolutely free download off the net and works extremely similar and is compatible with Microsoft PowerPoint. So I'm just going to use this because it's free. Yay for not spending money, right? Alright, I'm going to click New Project. And I'm just going to do a blank project. And we're going to go into preset sizes right here. This is why I had you create the border the size that I did. Preset size, 1280 by 720. Perfect. I'm going to browse. I'm going to just throw it on the desktop as an untitled. Because, you know, whatever your video's name's going to be is whatever. And we're going to see. We're going to just create one blank slide because that's all we need. Just one. And if I'll show you with 0. We'll just go with 0. I'll show you how to do that too. Right up here, blank slide. One click, simple, simple. Now, what you're going to be watching me work on is the very end of this video. How about that? So what you want to do first, very first and foremost, add the video first. Make sure it's the bottom image. You want to make sure that's your bottom image. Trust me. Because if you add it after your border and you try to resize it, it's going to go over the border and you don't want that. So I'm going to go into annotation right up here and I'm going to click video and add my video in for the very end of this one. So kind of weird, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to open that. Okay, now I'm going to move it around to where it's just in the middle. I'm going to resize it afterwards. That way we can be sure to fit it nice and snugly into that border. Okay, so we're going to unclick that so it's just sitting there. Now we're going to add image and snag your border that you created. Open that. And it's a perfect freaking fit. That's freaking awesome. Okay. Now, you're going to go down here to your slide, image, whatever, down here at the timeline. You're going to click your video down there. That way you can resize it up where you need it. Oh, don't grab that. Alright. Rule of thumb. The image, the border, you need to click the little padlock. Make sure it's locked. That way you can't move that sucker around. Alright, so go back to my video here. I'm going to make sure I resize it for the top and then I'll move from there. I'm just going to snag this up here. Drag it that way. And drag it that way. See how it's going behind that black border? It's not going to overpower your border. And we're going to drag it down right there. You now have your video in a border. Awesome! Now that you have your border in place and your video in place, you need to take a look down here back at image 2. See how not very long it's put on there. I'm going to padlock the end, that video in, and I'm just going to drag this all the way to the end. This is being done as an afterthought because I totally forgot. But drag it all the way to the end there, lock it in place. You have to make sure that that border stays there the whole duration of your video, no matter how long, how short, how whatever. Okay, so what you need to do to create this as a video that you can upload to your YouTube, you need to go to export, and you're going to export this as a video. And make sure it's format MP4. Browse, I'll stick this on the desktop, that way I don't lose it. I'll just entitle it End, because that's what it's going to be for me, End. And we are going to click Save. And anything in advance? No, we don't need that. Okay, we just click OK. Yes, because I already had it entitled End, so I'm wanting to overdo that with the border. So we just wait for it to process, and as soon as that's complete, it is on your desktop and ready to be uploaded. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you into my little end video here. Now here it says active presenter could not find the application to view output file. Would you like to view the folder containing output? Don't worry about that. Just click no. It's no big deal. Your video is going to work just fine. So thank you everyone, and enjoy my exit. And as you can see, we now have a super cool new border for our video, and yeah, there we go. It is up on YouTube and ready to go. Yeah, woo! Alright. So, thank you very much everyone for watching. I am going to solo ops. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed learning how to put a border on your video. You all have a great one. I'm gonna head off now, and I will see you later. Bye!